this surface. This is terrible.
Morning folks, welcome to another MCN 1 gallon challenge. You join us in early May, just in Ambleside. We're in the Lake District today, and we have a 60-mile loop planned, heading north out of Ambleside up the A591 towards Keswick. It's 18 miles away, so that's the first stop today, before heading west down towards Calder Bridge and then back east, taking in the notorious Hardknott Pass and Wrynose Pass. As you can see, the traffic through Keswick's heavy today. Hopefully this is going to clear as we head out of the town. Plenty of bikes out as well. And right on cue, we have raindrops on the visor. A591 then to Keswick, 17 miles going to the sat-nav. Gonna have a quick stop off at the filling station cafe. A few more spots of rain on the visor. Really see the landscape starting to change now as we head west through the Lake District. Mountains and hills starting to rise either side of us as we head through the valley. On my trusty ZZR, my beloved ZZR as usual, 47,822 miles on the clock. But you know what? Feels like new today. Relatively fresh tyres. Pair of Michelin Road 5s done probably just over 1,000 miles. I suppose they're not relatively fresh anymore, are they? Yeah, 1,000 miles on the front and back. But just come back from a front fork service. Simply new seals and new oil, but what a difference that makes. Just feels sharp in the bends, handling so much improved. Not upgraded the springs or anything like that. I know lots of people do that on the ZZR. It might be something I look to do in future, but just a simple oil change makes it feel like a different bike. And at the same time, we've had all the brakes off, serviced the brakes, re-greased the pistons, flushed the fluid. So I've now got some nice clear fluid. See in the front brake cylinder there, and also in the clutch cylinder there. Obviously got the zero gravity sport touring screen on. Probably done about 1,200 miles with that screen now, and it is absolutely incredible. Another brilliant upgrade for the ZZR. Relatively cheap upgrade as well, £75, easy to fit. So I am enjoying this bike today. Although we have got the Hardknott and the Wrynose passes planned into today's loop. Don't think Mr. Kawasaki tested the ZZR on the Hardknott and the Wrynose pass. Don't think it's particularly built for those kinds of road. A bit of blue sky over there. That's the way we're heading. It's a good sign. Road to myself again. This is better. This was worth the 120-mile ride to get here to the start point. So we are looking for the Filling Stop Cafe in Keswick. I've been there once before, a few years ago. Possibly be busy on a Sunday morning. Maybe quite a few bikers outside. Oh, it's not too bad. Lunch stop at the Filling Station Cafe in Keswick. And we're back en route then, this MCN 1 gallon challenge, this Lake District loop. It's the B5292 towards Lawton. Via the Wrynose Pass. I'm not sure whether we take the Wrynose Pass. We shall see. Is this the Wrynose Pass? Maybe it is. If you were going to draw a Wrynose Pass on a sat-nav, I think it would look similar to what my sat-nav's showing at the minute. I think there's confirmation. This is the Wrynose Pass. Just take a look at that. What an absolutely incredible viewpoint. Wrynose Pass, folks. Still climbing. The view through the pines are getting better. So the Hardknott Pass is, I'm about to say enjoyable to ride. Is it enjoyable to ride? Yeah, I think it is enjoyable to ride. It's certainly challenging and feeling the satisfaction when you finish riding it. There's definitely some enjoyment there. But the only thing about the Hardknott Pass is you've got quite a few miles of these single tracks to ride to get to it. As I remembered then, the journey to the Hardknott itself is hard work, possibly harder in fact than riding the pass itself. Just single track after single track. I'm not sure how many miles we've been on here now, but it's hard work on a ZZR. That's enough for me complaining though. Oh, maybe not. Not a bad view at all, is it? I know I complained about single tracks earlier, but this road is a blast. Surface is not great, but it's not bad either, and the views are absolutely incredible. This route then featured in MCN as a 1 gallon challenge some time ago. Woke up this morning, just fancied the lakes and remembered that I'd had this route saved. So quickly put it into base camp and onto the Garmin. Thought we'd give it a go. More like it. Supposed to have lived to tell the tale. Right, let's do this. There it is. See 2 cars coming down this side. Come on then, Mr. Hardknott, let's see what you've got. Oh, the road surface on this is absolutely shocking. So rutted. Car coming down. Let's see what we can do. Where can we pass him? There's a passing place to the left here. If he can get down in time. Yeah, it's not quite Applecross and Bailach in scale, but road surface is 10 times worse. Makes it hard to ride. You see the road in the distance snaking up the mountain. Serious test for the new front fork oil. A couple of bikes coming down, just coming over the top. climbing. Still climbing. Not sure how high this goes actually. Easy to get past these here. That guy having a little smile to himself in his helmet. I don't think he enjoyed it. Oh, look at this surface. This is terrible. Oh. Lots of fun. Great views from there. Avoid this car. One of the hardest things on here on a bike is the camber actually at either side of the road. Got to be careful where you put your feet. Oh, that was a killer. Just sneak a photograph at some point. It's hard because these are passing places, so if a car's coming around the corner I want somewhere to go. Well done, it says on the road. Somebody's written well done. We're over the top of the Hardknott Pass. I love the fact that somebody's written well done on the road right at the top there. Now there has to be a photo up here. Let's see what we can do. Welcome to the top of the Hardknott. Not quite the top, I think the top's up there. Going down doesn't look quite as bad. I think the other side is the toughest side. Do you know what? I wasn't enjoying this loop earlier. All the single tracks started to wear me down, but you stand up here and you think, it is worth it, you know. Satisfaction you get from riding up that side and seeing the well done written on the road, peering over the top of the hill and looking down at that, and you think, do you know what, it is worth it. It is worth it. Hardknott Pass, everybody. Yeah, I'm glad I've done this today. Thank you MCN, thank you 1 Gallon Challenge, thank you Lake District Loop. Certainly inspired me to get off the settee today and come and stand up at the top of the Hardknott. Just need to get down now. Not sure whether the camera picks up just how rutted this road is, but it is really bad. Clutch stays out, first gear, front brake. Once made the mistake of pulling my clutch in on one of those corners. That was on the Hardknott actually, not the Hardknott, and that almost ended badly. Apart from those 3 mini hairpins, I think the rest's quite simple. Unless, of course, you meet a car on its way up, which is what we're doing now. Let's watch this camber. Out. A few cars at the bottom there reversing, not sure quite what they're doing. Somebody's changed their mind maybe. Van's coming down my side, I think I might be putting them off. That 4x4 spotted me and he's letting me come. This is steep. Wow. That is steep, that part. Oh, road surface not much better. I might just spin round. I'll get a photo here, I think. It's a passing place, but I'm sure we'll be alright. Looks like we've got 10 miles back to Ambleside. I think we should get out in front of this car. Bag zipped up. Yeah. Let's go. The side of a GS with the panniers on when it's coming towards you. Fancy manoeuvring that all the way up over the Hardknott, fully laden. So I think this is probably the final leg of the route, heading east over the Hardknott and the Wrynose Pass, and we will end up eventually, possibly in the next 8 miles or so, in Ambleside, which is where we started this morning. And actually riding the Hardknott, it gets easier every year. First time or first 2 times there's a bit of trepidation when you're approaching it, so you hear it's tough, but something you get used to doing. This is a bit of a bonus, hadn't expected this. Just look at that view, folks, and just look at that steep hill downhill here. I am hanging on. Just look at that view, folks. Is that the best view in the Lake District? I think it possibly might be. Definitely adventure bike territory, this. But the big Z can cope. I don't know whether my back can. Ooh, this looks like fun. It's going straight into the wall. He's making a hash of this. So the old horn trick didn't work. Oh, she thought that meant go. We are right here towards Ambleside. We are left here. Onto the A593. No more single tracks. So folks, we're coming to the end of this MCN 1 gallon challenge, Lake District Loop. Thank you to the weather gods for keeping me dry all day. Thank you to the Hardknott Pass for challenging me. And thank you to you guys for watching today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Catch you again soon.